The law beneath all laws, 2.2. The same pattern, outside physics. Once you see this pattern in physics, you start to see it elsewhere. In economics, it appears under the name of efficiency. The market, in its idealized form, allocates resources so that no reallocation could make someone better off without making someone else worse off. This is the famous Pareto criterion. But beneath the Pareto criterion lies a deeper claim, that economic systems, when functioning, tend toward configurations that itemize total cost for given output. Adam Smith called it the invisible hand. The mathematical formalization by Walras and others showed that competitive equilibria are precisely the configurations that solve a cost minimization problem. In information theory, Claude Shannon proved in 1948 that for any communication channel, there is a minimum number of bits required to transmit a given message reliably. You cannot do better than this minimum. The whole field of data compression is, in essence, a continuing engineer effort to approach this theoretical flaw. Lossless compression algorithms are practical attempts to find the lowest cost encoding of information. In computer science, the search for efficient algorithms is the search for procedures that solve problems in the minimum number of steps. The discipline of computation complexity is built around the question, what is the lowest cost way to compute this? In biology, evolution itself is, in part, an optimization process. Organisms that can perform necessary functions with less energy expenditure, over time, to outcompete organisms that perform the same functions less efficiently. This is not a moral claim, but it is a structural one. Cellular metabolism, for example, has been honed by billions of years of selection toward extraordinary thermodynamic efficiency. In philosophy and the history of science, the same pattern appears as Occam's razor. When two explanations account for the same observations, prefer the simpler one. The prejudice in favor of simplicity is not arbitrary. It reflects, in some deep way, the recognition that the universe itself appears to prefer simplicity. These are not 5 different principles. There are 5 different windows onto a single underlying truth about how reality works. That truth, expressed in its most general form, is the lowest cost principle. When the system has multiple available paths from A to B, the path that gets chosen, all things equal, is the one with the lowest total cost. Cost can mean energy, time, information, complexity, distance, computational steps. The basic units vary, the structure does not. This is the law beneath all the other laws.